Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. If you can tell, I'm not feeling great. So yesterday's video, you saw us the day before the recital, and then today you're seeing us the day after the recital. So I did not film at all on Saturday. It was a great day. It was just super busy, just with, you know, all the recital stuff going on. So it was nice to have the day off, but I went to bed not feeling great last night. I had a migraine, which I thought is because I hadn't really eaten during the recital. We were there 4 hours. And so I thought, you know, I just didn't eat or drink much. My throat was sore, but I thought it was just from being stressed and all that. And Savannah had a friend spend the night. Well, when they woke up this morning, they said they went to bed with a sore throat. And then I talked to my mom this morning and she went to bed with a sore throat and headache. So apparently we all have something, but the good news is we made it through the recital. So that's always like my prayer the week of the recital. I'm like, we cannot get sick. Like, nobody can get sick during the recital. It's just not fun. But we're gonna go ahead and get out. We're gonna go get McAllister's just because it sounds good. We can get soup and all of that. I do have to wrap presents later. Well, let me take you in there real fast and let me show you what I'm dealing with. Okay, so this is Chase's closet. And this is an issue, which these pillows just need to go on my bed, but all of these boxes need to be wrapped. I don't think I'm gonna wrap all of Savannah's yet, because she's home. I like to wrap her presents when she's not here, or I'll close the door later and do it. But like, all of this is just gifts for people, and Chase is like, can I have my closet back? And I don't know what I'm thinking because I have all the wrapping paper and it looks pretty underneath the tree. I think I just hadn't done it because I didn't know how George would do. So I made the bed. The pillows just aren't there. But we have been keeping him in the kennel anyways when we leave. So I think it's time to go ahead. Savannah wrapped some of her presents. So I'm like, I have pretty wrapping paper. So I'm going to work on that when we get back. But let's go to lunch first. Okay, we're leaving. I had to run back in. I forgot my deodorant. But there's George. And then Tiger stays really close to him. We let him stay out last night while we ran to the neighbors for a little bit, and he chewed up a lot of my tree again. So he just cannot stay out while we're gone. We learned the hard way about 3 times. Okay, we're in the car and cannot find the keys, but I always talk about this Tile app with you guys. I'm gonna see if we can page them. Chase is inside. Find keys. So I just hit find keys. Your tile is nearby. Hold on a few seconds. Oh. He found them. That is so cool. So that's the sound it makes. That thing has saved us so much.
Works
Sorry,
really
I'm like ruddering.
Probably can't see it.
And then I can just turn it off from there or here.
I turned it off from this thing. It works well.
Perfect. That saves me so many times. And why we don't just like put our keys in the same spot. But what's hard is sometimes Chase is driving and sometimes I'm driving. So when I'm done, I like throw them in my purse. Sometimes Chase puts them in the drawer. Where were they?
In my coat pocket in the closet.
See, we would never have found that.
Nope.
Too bad my old keys don't have that on it.
Exactly.
We're gonna find them one day. A lot of you guys keep like giving me suggestions. Keep them coming.
I'm pretty sure we drove off with them on the trunk of my car because we have looked everywhere in the house and we looked through all coat pockets and pant pockets.
I just really want to find them one day and just be like, there they were.
Somebody mentioned to call the police department. We never did that.
Yeah, so I guess like I guess we could call. We should just to see.
We could have called the police department.
Because if like somebody, it would have had to have happened outside of our neighborhood. Because in our neighborhood we have a Facebook group, which is awesome. We have the best neighborhood, but we have a Facebook page, and so if anybody's dogs are out or it's so windy here, if my pillows end up somewhere, like people post it like this ended up in my yard, and we all kind of like talk and do stuff together. So I think if somebody would have found them, they would have put them on that, because that's how we like, people have lost horses.
Yeah.
What was the animal they came?
I think it was a sheep or a goat.
Yeah.
It was a goat.
They came by and they're like, have you seen my goat? I haven't. One time there was...
it was a ram. Because it says, have you seen my ram? And I was like, your Dodge Ram that you're driving? He's like, no, not my truck, my actual Ram.
It's Ram. Like, it is crazy. It's so fun though. We've looked out once, like behind our neighborhood, there's some acreage and some horses got out, and there was like horses running around behind our house in the pond. And I don't know, when we took that Destin trip, a deer was in our backyard. It's fun because we're like, I feel like we get the best of both worlds. We're in a small little neighborhood, so she has like all her neighborhood friends and we have a community, but we're like out in the country too, so we get to see like crazy stuff that not everybody sees.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's fun. But okay, we're gonna go ahead and make our way to McAllister's. Okay guys, we are done eating. I didn't show it We got to meet a sweet subscriber, so that was nice, and her husband and daughter. So I always love when you guys come up. Now we're just headed back home, and I'm probably gonna start the gift wrapping then, just to get it done. I normally enjoy it, and I don't know, for some reason I'm not as motivated this year. I don't know what it is. But, and I don't have any bows, I just remembered. I used to be really good about buying bows at the end. So like at the end of Christmas, I go in and buy my bows when they're like half off or 75% off, because bows get so pricey. But last year, I think I was so focused on my 1 year of YouTube video, I don't think I ever went in and bought them because they weren't in the tub. Yeah. So I need to go pick some up, but I just want to get like mainly gold, obviously gold and silver bows. But at the same time, I'm like, do I even waste my money? Because you know George is just going to take them off and run with them.
Sure.
So like, they're never going to last. But it looks so pretty. But I know he'll just pick every one of them off.
I'm sure he will.
So
he hasn't touched the presents yet that are under there, but
yeah.
It's normally because we're home and we're watching them pretty close.
Right, and when we're not there, he is like in the kennel, so he'd be fine, but I think he'd like the bows. But somebody did warn me, don't put anything that's like food related underneath the tree, like wrapped, because they can smell it. That was a good tip. Somebody learned that the hard way. Yeah. Which is like common sense, but you don't think about it until you have a dog like George. Because like Tiger would never touch anything like Tiger's so good. We love George, but he is ornery.
He is. So, yeah, Tiger's so much easier. Yeah. So much easier.
He's just good.
Yeah, he doesn't get into any trouble.
Yeah. Sure. But George is also fun and cute, you know what I mean? Like he keeps us laughing.
He's more fun and cuddly.
So there's pros to both. I will be excited when George is out of this puppy stage, and you guys are all so sweet. You guys keep sending me messages of like, oh, we have a golden doodle. When they turn 3, they're angels. You're gonna love him. And I'm like,
2.5 years.
3? 2.5 years?
2.5 years, we'll have a great, well-behaved dog.
I won't have a house left, but we'll have a dog.
I'm just waiting for our sectional to be chewed in half.
Oh, I know. It's just so funny. And I mean, I would not trade him for the world. Like, we are not complaining about him. It's just so funny every time you realize. It's just always like, oh, but when they're 3, and I'm like, that seems so far away right now. Like,
it reminds me of when Savannah was a baby and just constant attention on them. Like she was crawling around and getting into things. That we're constantly just watching George, which I know we can't compare it to having a baby, but this is the closest thing to a baby we've had in 8 years.
And it's not even a baby, it's a toddler.
A toddler.
Like when they're walking around.
When they're curious.
You're just constantly like, George, stop it. George, I see you.
Exactly.
George.
Our neighbors all call him Curious George because every time they see me, I'm angry outside at him because he got into something and I'm having to vent outside.
But, okay, we're almost home and then I'll start wrapping.
And while you're wrapping, I'm going to work on trick shots.
Oh, there you go.
I've already got 2 good ones filmed, but I want to get a couple more for you guys filmed.
Yep. Trick shots coming your way. Okay, we're back home. I wanted to show you, Savannah got these beautiful flowers from her recital. Aren't those gorgeous? I love them. They are beautiful colors, especially right now with like Christmas. It's just fun. It kind of reminds me of summer, but those are gorgeous. These are called like the sunset. They go from like, they're almost like a coral down to an orange to like a yellow. And then these are just a beautiful pink. But man, they just look so pretty in here right now. Okay, this is a behind the scenes of a trick shot fail.
It's gonna take a while.
Luckily it's not that cold outside, otherwise we'd be freezing in here with the door open. This is what we do for you.
What we do on our free time. Ooh, that was close. That was so close.
You guys always ask how many times it takes. It normally...
Only a couple hundred.
Well, most of them take like under a couple minutes for him to get it. But he'll just do it over and over. Hopefully you get this, and this will just have been the intro for this video. So if you guys saw it, he got it. Look at George. She was like, my humans are crazy. My humans are crazy. We'll watch one more time and see if he gets it.
Just underneath it. Just underneath.
He's put, this is from the back of my car. So every time the keys drop, they won't like
scratch the floor.
Scratch the floors. I'll do an up close version real fast so you can see what he's doing. He's trying to make the keys land on the hook right here, but has yet to do it.
It'll happen. You'll see it more in the videos this week. I promise.
Maybe. Okay, these are going to be all the ones I'm going to go ahead and wrap right now. I like to put them in boxes. Some of these, they have multiple gifts. I used to wrap separate, but I'm just going to put it in a big one. I have more of Savannah's stuff, but I'm going to do it later. But right now I'm going to go ahead and get this done so I can get out of the way. I like to just keep a big bag full of all my wrapping supplies. If I had bows, they would be in here, but it's like scissors, tape, you know, if you have like name tags, the paper, then wherever you're going to wrap, you can just like pick up the bag and go. So let me start working on this. Oh, and I did want to mention, if you give gift cards, I always tape the receipt to it just in case they have a problem and say there's not money on it. I feel like that's always good to have, because if you give it as a gift, somebody's not going to come back and ask for it. So I always attach that. But now I'm going to get to wrapping. Okay, so I thought glitter paper was a good idea. In the store it looked pretty, but can you see all that glitter from this one right here? I mean, it'll be so pretty. It's gonna add so much under the tree, but just keep in mind, like, there's glitter everywhere. I'm like off my wrapping game this year. I don't know what's happening. A lot of this I'm having to cut off in the beginning. Savannah wrapped presents, and so I let her do it all by herself. So it was a little messed up, so I'm just working with it, but I'm like covered in glitter just from wrapping that one package. And then I got this one, which looks like glitter, but it's not, like nothing comes off. But I had to use shipping tape to like get it to stay close. Like normal tape wouldn't work on it, so just keep that in mind if you guys haven't bought paper yet. So this is one of those years I should have just bought bags. I don't know what it is, but I have a few more to wrap and then I'll be done. Look at this. Look at my pants. Covered in glitter. Oh my gosh. Okay, after I finished with the presents, I've been working on laundry. This is the current state. At least it's clean. I always throw it on my bed in here, so I have to do it before bedtime. Sometimes I'm really good and I get it done as soon as it comes out, but I'm just not feeling well today. So I'm about to just go lay down and take a break. But if I put it on our bed, then me and Chase will do it before we go to sleep. We never like put our dirty laundry anywhere else, especially with the dogs, because they'll lay on it. Like if I throw it down on the floor and don't fold it tonight, they would just lay in it. So this is like a guaranteed spot of like, okay, it's gonna happen before we go to bed. just not right now. Just so you guys know, it's 3:30, just in case you're wondering what time it is. So I'm not like dying, I just don't feel great, you know what I mean? Like, as long as I keep drinking water, my throat's fine. It's more kind of my nose. I don't know if it is just an allergy thing. The weather here is just like killing me because it goes from freezing to warm to freezing. So I don't know what it is, but I'm exhausted too. And a lot of that is just with the recital. Like, that's just a lot going on. We had pictures, we had rehearsals, we had, you know, the 4-hour recital. So like, I know too, my body's just drained. Like, I had to be social for so many days that I know I'm just like completely exhausted. So hopefully we feel better soon. We placed a Walmart grocery order, so we'll be picking that up. I think it's around 7 o'clock tonight. And I got some pineapple juice because I still have my, hey, don't lay on our laundry. Our elderberry syrup. So if we start that, I think we'll be good. But we didn't have anything. So I went ahead and placed that order. I can show you tonight what we ordered. We haven't been having to get a ton just because of Sam's. We buy in bulk. Don't lay on my clean laundry. But I am going to go ahead and lay down and relax for a little bit, and I'll see you guys here in a little bit. I wanted to show you guys an update. The Christmas cards are coming in, so I love getting them. So thank you to each and every one of you that send them. I'm not going to get up close because I know some of you probably don't want your name shown, but my shutters are slowly filling up. Okay, we have dinner going, but while we're working on it, Chase is going to take the towels. I'm going to take the clothes. I'm gonna speed this up, put it to some fun Christmas music. So let's get going. If only we could actually fold this fast. Stop it!
That's a mountain.
Hey, the towels are easy. I have to do the hard part, the clothes.
Yeah.
And then the boys have the hardest part. They have to watch.
They have to watch and mess up our folded towels.
Exactly.
If you were wondering what I just took into the living room, it was my underwear and socks and undershirts.
I can't find a cheap dresser. And I could buy one, but then we're gonna have to put it together. And you know how you would be putting drawers together, and I know that's your least favorite.
Yeah, it's not my favorite, but underwear in the bedroom would be nice.
Yeah.
That's all good. Our guests can just go through our underwear.
I'm always worried because like our neighbors come over, which is totally fine, but they have kids, and kids are the ones to like open up drawers. And I'm like, they're gonna like pull out and find her. I don't know. It's a hot mess around here lately, okay? Okay, if you're wondering, we're making chicken and rice tonight just since we don't feel great. So there's the rice, the chicken we have in like our Instapot. But I have a whole video on this, but just in case you guys are wondering, I buy 2 of these urban butters and then 1 of this chicken flavored broccoli. You don't have to, that's just how I do it. And I always do 3 bags because then we have leftovers for tomorrow. Because it's basically like doubling up on the recipe. But those are my favorites, but you can use, you know, whatever kind you want. Okay, and here's what dinner looks like. I had some stuffing left over that we'd made the other night. This is the chicken and that's the rice. Looks good. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. I'm whispering because Savvy's asleep on the sofa. Dinner was great. We're putting leftovers away. Don't forget to watch tomorrow's video, but it's gonna be on my other channel, Till Back into His Part. It's an evening routine and I really love it. It's just one of my favorite videos that I've done lately. So definitely check that out tomorrow morning. And then I'll have another vlog on this channel Thursday. So make sure you're not missing any of these videos and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.